A powerful necromancy, known as the Corpse God, dies during a legendary battle, only to be reborn as Polka Shinoyama, a young boy in modern-day Tokyo. In the process of trying to adapt to his new physical body, he gets targeted by various groups that deal with supernatural. Amongst them is Misaki Sakimiya, a young high school girl who sees spirits and is out for his blood the very first moment they met. Intent to make sense of the situation where unknown parties want him dead, Polka eventually meets Takumi Kuruya, a contractor skilled in surveillance and hacking, and Lisa Kuraki, a crime boss operating out of Shinjuku. Alongside these and unexpected allies, Polka braves danger to reveal the truth of his reincarnation and the fate that awaits him in the world he now lives in. This anime has about 12 episodes. It premiered April 11th to June 27th of 2023. Based on a manga series, it is action, fantasy, supernatural. Themes are reincarnation. Each episode is 20 minutes. It's rated R and 70 plus for violence and fantasy, and it does have a part 2. Let's get started into the review. Here we are with another anime review. We're reviewing Death Mount Death Play, and here we have our main protagonist, Polka, who is the famous corpse god in his realm, and now he has been reincarnated into modern-day Tokyo. Now, this is a twist from different isekai where normally it's the modern being reverted to the past, now it's the past reverted into the modern. And then we have the lovely Misaki who encounters the new Paco in this case, and she is trying to kill him. And I'm just like, look, girl, you have no idea what you're getting into, especially since you were told to kill this boy who you never met before. Entirely is different what you were expecting. And I feel like this type of premise where past is reincarnated into the modern day of Tokyo is an interesting twist than from having someone from the modern world be reincarnated into the old world. So I actually enjoy this little twist of it. Besides that, the whole reincarnation of this corpse god, essentially where he's died from this legendary battle in his world and now he's in the modern day Tokyo, he has a lot to learn from this new world that he's in, especially in Tokyo where everything's vastly different from what he's expecting. But it's interesting for this premise because of how this anime doesn't seem too different from the generic reverse isekai, but rather than indulging in standard power and fantasy and tropes and against formidable villains. And I think this anime makes a different approach. While, all MCs are all previously all powerful, and now severally, subdued the lack of mana in this world, despite that he remains more powerful than the average person when he does use his power. But I think what's important, though, is how well he can win fight with these circumstances that are like limitation on his powers and what reason he has to decide based off that. And when he encounters his new allies in this new world, he seems to get into more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Picking what side he wants to be on, especially since both there are two sides that truly want him dead since things happen in his new body. I feel like at first glances, besides the whole supernatural aspect of it, where our MC has these otherworldly powers, and we get to see the mystery behind it and unraveling of why he was brought here in the first place and how he is really, truly dove into the center of it, as well as, the mysteries of the MC's previous world begins to be revealed to us over time. But I feel like overall, perhaps, this is a good thing that the MC isn't super OP after all, but there are some times where I think in this story where you feel the experience and mystery unraveling one by one, piece by piece, especially since he's encountered the girl who wanted to kill it. And now you see here, they look like they're best of friends after I digress. She did try to kill him, but, they end up seeing agreements and begin to forgive each other, which is kind of nice. But I think, trying to solve the ultimate mystery of why he was here, why did he inhabit this body in the first place, and why do two different sides want him dead? I think it's going to be interesting to see how part 2 kind of correlates to this, and I see how, what other allies that Polka seems to find himself in, specifically told for having a, crime boss in Shinjuku, dealing with the protagonist is, not his family, but the family he inhabited the body with, along with other supernatural entities that are out for him. I think it's going to be interesting to see how part 2 will take from season 1, and then we'll build on this story and pacing of all these characters that we were first introduced to and see where this will kind of lead us off to. But first off, I would say Death Mount Death Play is a really good anime if you're want a different twist on the reverse isekai within itself. But definitely give this anime a try. I give it a 7.9 out of 10. I can't wait to see what part 2 has to hold. And let me know what you think about this anime and comment out what anime want me to review next. And I'll see you soon for another anime review. Until then, bye.